I am not teaching, I am publicly learning, but hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test part 52, William Shakespeare part 2, that is on the page 26, while doing wrist training, and participating in the wrist training is at your own risk. But we will focus on William Shakespeare. So we were just trying to learn some quotes out of plays by William Shakespeare, and we were struggling with the words breach and rose. The first quote here listed is once upon the breach, once more unto the breach, out of Henry V. And we are not able to understand it because we don't know what the word breach is. And the second one is to be or not to be, out of Hamlet. We luckily understand it, or I think it might have a bigger meaning than just the words are giving in the play Hamlet. And we know Hamlet is one of the most famous of William Shakespeare. We know of A Midsummer Night's Dream, Hamlet, Macbeth, and Romeo and Juliet. And of Romeo and Juliet we have a quote, a rose by any other name. When we don't understand what a rose by any other name means. Maybe it means a flower, it means actually what it means. A rose by any other name, I imagine someone saying that, it could be interesting. Are we trying to learn them in specific? We know that we should learn something else in specific, so let's go fastly over it. Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, Anne of Cleves, Catherine Howard, and Catherine Parr. So and I'm still with my ways to remember when Catherine of Aragon, the first one, the fancy title, Catherine of Aragon, then Anne Boleyn, then Jane Seymour. It's mathematically not the middle because 6 doesn't have a middle, but if we say 3 is the middle, Jane Seymour, the only one not Catherine or Anne, and then Anne Cleve. Cleve sounds like card or quartet or card quartet game or something like that. So Anne of Cleves, and the last one Catherine Parr with double R. We should learn that and also the order. That is the order, and we also wanted to learn the 5 fundamental principles and values and principles of the United Kingdom, and these are democracy, rule of law, individual liberty, freedom of belief and faith, or tolerance of freedom of belief of others, something like that, or something different, and participation in community life. Let's look at the words we used. Tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs, so tolerance of those with different faiths and beliefs, and we tried just for our own game of fun to find 5 others of the responsibilities and freedoms, and respecting the rights of others and their own opinions, treating others with fairness, and looking after ourselves and our family. That's not bad. We could add freedom of speech if we don't take them double like that. And no discrimination. But maybe that's a bit too complex. So let's stay with respect the rights of others and other people's opinions, treat others with fairness, and look after ourselves and our families within. And our family. But we have to also treat others with fairness and look after the area in which you live and the environment. So we should look after the area in which you live and the environment. We should treat others with fairness. We should respect others, and we should also respect others' opinions. And we should look after our family. So I guess we could add look after other people. Once more unto the breach, Hamlet V, to be or not to be, Hamlet. A rose by any other name, Romeo and Juliet, and all the world's a stage house, as you like it. Is that actually a title by William Shakespeare, As You Like It? All the world's a stage, and the darling buds of May, out of sonnet number 18, shall I compare thee to a summer's day. The darling buds of May, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Now I don't know if we should really learn them, because these are 5 sentences more or less, and every word is important. We cannot paraphrase them, and we should also, if we actually want to, know the titles. It would take time. I guess we are learning them, but we're doing it over time. We're going back, so we will move on. Let's do a little bit wrist exercising. We're having the hands and fists next to us, and now we're bringing these hands to the end. No, we're bringing them up. We're bringing the fists up and down, and again up and down. So we have once more unto the breach out of Henry V. Once more into the breach, Henry V. And that was the last time. And now the same setup and the fifth to the inside. So once more upon the breach, I think it was, or was onto. It will be easier as soon as we know what breach is. And when we have to be or not to be out of Hamlet. And rose upon my knee. Out of Romeo and Juliet. And all the words are staged as you like. And out of, shall I compare it to a summer's morn, we have the darling buds of May. Once more unto breach. A rose by any other name. A rose by any other name. The darling buds of May. I think buds are flowers. That would make sense. So the lovely flower type is a specific flower of the month May, out of a poem which starts with a line. It's not the title of a poem, it's sonnet number 18. So it's, shall I compare it to a summer's day? So there's a question of someone's, I read it, it's most likely about someone's beauty. If someone should be compared to the beautiful May, and with that line, a darling like buds of May or something, would mean something like a beautiful flower of May. It wouldn't make sense, but shall I compare it to a summer's day? Next exercise, we are placing the cautious big bang. We're placing the hands of one hand on top of the fingernails of the other one. And now we're opening, and the hand that pressures the whole time onto the other hand. And we're opening and closing. And we are opening and closing. Now we're changing the position and with the other end. We know another thing about beauty, just more or less out of context, that beauty as well as park are words from normal French and the English language. And other words like cow, apple and summer are from Anglo-Saxon. Next exercise, we're having a tennis ball. If you don't have one, do it without one. We're doing the TRX in the gym. We're pressing onto the tennis ball or making a strong fist. And we're releasing again. And we're pressing again. We're releasing and switching. And we're pressing again. And we're releasing. And we're pressing again. And we're releasing. And the last time, we're pressing and releasing. Darling bud of May, a darling buds, the darling buds of May, the darlings bud of May, a rose by any other name was Romeo and Juliet, and all the words stage as you like it. Many people regard Shakespeare as the greatest playwright of all time. So there are many people, according to this book, who think that the plays written by William Shakespeare are the best of the world ever. His plays and poems are still performed and studied in Britain and other countries today. So there are people sitting and looking word for word into these poems and also these longer plays which William Shakespeare had written, not only in Britain but in other countries over the world. The Globe Theatre in London is a modern copy of the theatres in which his plays were first performed. We know it in London where is the House of Parliament. In Westminster, we know that there is the Westminster Bridge. On the Westminster Bridge there is a statue for Boudica, the Iceni Queen. And we know that in London is the Globe Theatre. And that is a copy, so it looks like the one in which William Shakespeare, around 1600, had let his plays be performed, or someone else had let them be performed there. He had written them, and maybe acted in some, because we know he was an actor. So the Globe Theatre in London is a modern copy of the theatres in which his plays were first performed. Now, if one thing can be a copy of different ones, yes, it can be possible if all the theatres in the past had looked exactly the same. When can one copy look the same as all the others together? If not, that sentence is a bit inaccurate. So the next exercise, the frog testing the water temperature. The hands next to us, and we're bringing his hands down, the flat fingers, and we're bringing them up again, and we're making strong fists. and we're bringing them down again, and we're flaring the fingers, and again up, and we're making strong fists. Now we're through with all of Shakespeare again, down, and we're spreading the fingers. We are not completely able to remember all, I think it were even 6 quotes, and their place out of them, which are from way, and the last time down and up, but we will go back to that. So next exercise, I don't remember the name. We're having strong fists next to us, and now we're bringing, it's a rocket boost start or something like that, and we're making strong fists, and we're bringing the fist to the inside, so into flexion, and now we're bringing the fist again to the outside, so into extension, and we're flaring the fingers, and all with strength. Don't pressure here excessively to come into any direction, but use a bit of strength. You can also flex the muscles if you like to. That would improve the exercise. And again, back and flare the fingers. And the last time to the inside and to the outside. Now with the other hand, strong fist, bring the strong fist to the inside. And to the outside. The flared fingers. And to the inside, strong fist, have now bent in the elbow straight down. And to the outside, with flared fingers. And to the inside, strong fist. And the last time, to the outside, with flared fingers. And to the inside, with a strong fist. Now we started on the inside, so we go to the outside. Last time. The outside with flared fingers. Now just a bit of relaxation for the extension of jaw. Make a straight arm, make a little bend in the elbow. Here's the brachioradialis muscle. Must set a bit next to it on and go with moderate pressure over the middle part of the lower arm. And on the other side, so we are done with the wrist training. It is once more onto the breach out of Henry V. When we have to be or not to be out of 100. A rose by any other name out of Romeo and Juliet. All the world's a stage as you like it. As you like it. All the world's a stage, and the darling. Why is he referring with the darling buds of May? The darling buds of May out of Sonnet 18 shall compare me to a summer day. To a summer's day. All the world's a stage as you like it. So we are through with William Shakespeare, we have 2 minutes left. We can't do really something useful, because it will be of greater use if we come from time to time back to these quotes from William Shakespeare. The 2 last ones were the darling buds of May out of Sonnet 18 shall compare me to a summer's day, and all the world's a stage out of as you like it. And the 6 wives, let's go back to that. Yes. That's what I wanted to say. I once heard someone saying I said I wanted to give you multiple ways to learn it, and we're going to learn multiple ways. And I heard someone once saying a little rhyme, and that was: divorced, killed, died, divorced, killed, survived. And that makes sense. So it's divorced, killed, died, divorced, killed, survived. It rhymes, it's easy, it starts twice by the same. Divorced, killed, died, divorced, killed, survived. Because the first one, Catherine of Aragon, divorced. The second one, Anne Boleyn, killed, executed. And the third one, Jane Seymour, she died shortly after the birth of Edward VI began. And when we have again divorce from Anne of Cleves, then again killed, Catherine Howard, the fifth one, I'm staying with, how are you, high five, Catherine Howard, the fifth one, and Catherine Parr survived. She lived longer than he. So we have divorced, killed, died, divorced, killed, survived. I wanted to give you a bit. So, divorced, killed, survived, divorced, killed, survived. Did I say it wrong? Divorced, killed, died, divorced, killed, survived. I thank you very much, and until next time.